welcome to footballgameplan.com, where football makes sense. I'm Memory Hunt, the czar of the playbook, joined here with our senior draft analyst, Chris James. And Chris, now that the 2014 NFL draft is complete, we're going to hand out some draft grades, and we're going to take a look at the Baltimore Ravens and see how well the Ravens did this past May.
The Baltimore Ravens are no strangers to having very good drafts, and the 2014 class is definitely looking like it'll continue that trend. Getting guys in the early part of the draft that can contribute immediately, even some talent late like quarterback Keith Winning, who in my honest opinion was the second best quarterback down at the East-West Shrine game this year behind Jeff Matthews. What I like most about the Ravens draft is that they take care of their needs first and take developmental chances later on. Three guys in particular stand out as game one impact type players: C.J. Mosley out of Alabama, Terrence Brooks out of Florida State, and Crockett Gilmore from Colorado State. Second round pick Timmy Jernigan will provide good rotational depth. So all in all, I like what Baltimore did in the earlier rounds. I only had two questions in regards to what the Ravens did in the draft. One was the selection of Lorenzo Taliaferro, who I graded out as a fullback prospect. He was very productive at Coastal Carolina, but he's a stiff runner, but a devastating blocker. And I think he's better suited at fullback. I just felt there were better running back options out there on the board, like Blake Seastrunk out of Baylor and Storm Johnson out of UCF. The other was Mike Campanaro out of Wake Forest, another very productive player that consistently battled injuries throughout the course of his career. I'm also trying to figure out how he's going to fit in Kubiak's offense. Time will tell, but again, there were better options out there on the board, even in round 7, like Cody Hoffman out of BYU or even Brandon Coleman out of Rutgers. The Ravens made some excellent undrafted free agent signings this year, and I think 4 guys have a great chance to make the roster. James Hurst out of North Carolina was my preseason #1 offensive tackle prospect that finished the year #2. He suffered an injury in a bowl game, which is why he probably fell out of the draft, but this is one of the most talented tackles in the country. Jeremy Butler out of UT Martin is a Greg Jennings clone. He runs very good routes with acceleration and good body control that has complete understanding of the passing game. I've been very impressed with his football IQ. You want to talk about a disruptive force on the inside? Jamie Meter out of Ashland is a lightning-quick defensive tackle that can play the 1 or even a 3 tech equally as effective. Look for his pass rushing skills to be on display this preseason. And finally, Dexter Moody out of Albany State is your classic single-high ball-hawking free safety who's a tremendous athlete as well, having played baseball while at Albany State. At 6'2", 215 pounds, Moody also isn't afraid to come up and run support. I gave the Ravens a B+ for their draft. I love what they did in rounds 1 through 3, getting impact contributors and what they came away with in their undrafted free agents. This is how the rich get richer and why the Ravens are always competitive each and every year. And I also want to give a huge shout out to Ravens fan forums for always showing football game plan support.